ओम। ओम। सदाशिव समारंभां
सदाशिव समारंभां
शंकराचार्य मध्यमां
शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्य पर्यंतां
अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां
वंदे गुरु परंपरां।
वंदे गुरु परंपरां।
वसुदेव सुतं देवं
वसुदेव सुतं देवं
कंस चाणूरमर्दनं
कंस चाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानंदं
देवकी परमानंदं
कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुं।
कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुं।
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानम् अभ्यासात्
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानाभ्यासात्
ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते
ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः
ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागः
त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम्।
त्यागात् शान्ति अनन्तरम्।
हरि ओम। So we'll continue on fifth chapter. We completed 18th. It's almost now end of the fifth chapter. But this Tuesday was Hanuman अवतार दिवस. तो लॉट ऑफ पीपल से हनुमान जयंती और हनुमान जन्म दिवस. तो मैं जो लोग मेरे को बोलते हैं, आई सेड कि आई एम नॉट, यू कैन से एनीथिंग, इट्स फाइन, बट द करेक्ट इज, गीता पढ़ने वाले को ये समझ में आता है कि भगवान का तो जन्म, हमारा ही जन्म नहीं होता है तो भगवान का जन्म कैसे हो सकता है. एंड वी टॉक्ड अबाउट कि भगवान का अवतार होता है. सो हनुमान जी का जन्म नहीं होता है, हनुमान जी का अवतार होता है. तो मैं लोगों को बोला कि वैसे हनुमान अवतार दिवस, तो यानी भगवान ने उस दिन, हनुमान जी ने अवतार लिया था. जन्म तो भगवान का होना भी नहीं, क्योंकि जन्म इज, एंड दैट इज. तो फिर मेरे को कुछ लोग पूछते हैं कि ऐसा क्यों. सो आई सेड दैट्स द रीजन वी रीड भगवद गीता. बट one thing is jan and mrityu are tied to karma. Whenever there is a karma, there is a janma and mrityu, because that is related to jivatma, or we call it sharir, deh. Dehi ke, dehi which is atma or paramatma has no karma, so there is no janma. And there is no karma, there is no janma. Janma will happen when there is karma, and karma is related to vasana. So when there is a vasana or desires, then there is a janma. इसके लिए भगवान का जन्म नहीं होता है, भगवान का अवतार होता है. तो एंड इंटरेस्टिंग, बच्चे लोग पीपल कम टू नो एंड देन इट इज इंटरेस्टिंग. तो सो हनुमान जी, significance of Hanuman ji in Bhagavad Gita is also in the first chapter. There is a shlok where Sanjay is describing the Sena, पूरी कुरु कौरव सेना and पांडव सेना. तो he is describing कि भीष्म यहाँ है, भीष्म का रथ ऐसा है, दुर्योधन का रथ ऐसा है, कृपाचार्य का, अर्जुन का रथ ऐसा है, उसमें कृष्ण बैठे हैं. एंड ही सेज अर्जुन का रथ हैज अ कपिध्वज, वेयर हनुमान जी इज वाज प्रेजेंट इन अर्जुन रथ के जो ध्वज था उसमें हनुमान जी वाज प्रेजेंट. सो आई फील दैट कि हनुमान, वैसे तो when भगवान was talking to Arjun, nobody else was listening other than Arjun. And of course Sanjay was listening because of the special reason, because special Zoom session he was able to listen. But otherwise Arjun was the only one. And in fact Bhishma says in Mahabharata, Duryodhan says कि पितामह, why don't we start युद्ध, क्या वेट कर रहे हैं आप. तो he says कि Duryodhan, you just shut up. I'm trying to get, if I can hear anything what Krishna Vasudev is talking to Arjun, I know he's talking something very valuable, but I'm not even able to hear that. So he says, first time, Bhishma says in Mahabharata, first time I feel that मैं कुंती पुत्र अर्जुन क्यों नहीं हूँ, गंगा पुत्र भीष्म क्यों हूँ. पहली बार मुझे जीवन में ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं कुंती पुत्र अर्जुन क्यों नहीं हुआ, ताकि मैं सुन सकता वासुदेव क्या बोल रहे हैं, कुछ उसको. सो कोई, नोबडी कुड सी, बट हनुमान जी वाज, वो भी सुन रहे थे, सुन रहे होंगे ऑब्वियसली, आप बैठे, उन्होंने भी गीता का आनंद लिया होगा. सो हम जब गीता का पाठ करते हैं तो हनुमान जी भी इसमें है गीता में. सो वन प्लेस, एंड वन प्लेस एक श्लोक में राम जी का नाम भी आता है. So भगवत गीता में एक बार हनुमान जी का नाम आता है और एक बार राम जी का आता है. दिस वाज हनुमान जी का ट्यूसडे को हनुमान अवतार दिवस वाज देयर. So we'll just say one Vandana and then continue with the Bhagavad Gita. Manojavam marutulvegam jitendrim buddhimatam varishtam vatatmajam vanarayut mukhyam Shri Ram Dutam Sharanam Prapadde Shri Ram Dutam Sharanam Prapadde. तो हनुमान जी की भी कृपा हम पे बनी रही, क्योंकि हनुमान जी की क्वालिटी वही जो जो एक योगी को चाहिए, राइट. ही वाज अ योगी, राइट. ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तुम लोग. ज्ञान है, बल है, बुद्धि है. दैट्स व्हाट वी नीड, अ योगी नीड्स, राइट. तो हनुमान जी वाज अ क्लासिक role model for a yogi, which we are reading right now in this chapter. So with that, we'll move to our Bhagavad Gita. So we are on 5th chapter, and we completed 18th slok. We'll just recap 18th slok. Very, very powerful slok. As I said that there was another slok which was 14th or 15th, which should be taught to kids, and this another slok which should be taught to everyone. And because this talks about, we talked about last time, equality and equity. So this slok talks about equity, that it is not about everybody should get everything. No, everybody should get everything what he or she needs based on the need or the capabilities. That is equity. That is called samatvam. So ये जो योगी है, इसकी दृष्टि में समत्वम है. And samatvam means न्याय samatvam, we can say. न्याय word is, that's why I use न्याय, means which is seeing things as it is. No partiality, no favor, no disfavor. That is न्याय. So samatvam में भी ये है कि किसको क्या चाहिए, that we can provide. That is samatvam. So that this slok is very powerful in that sense. So we'll repeat that 18th slok of 5th chapter, and then we'll continue. So today, hopefully, we'll hear almost end of this this chapter. So, which Bhagavan is going to continue to talk about the qualities of attributes of yogi or definition. So today we might see 23rd and 22nd slok, where Bhagavan is saying that the one who can master the impulse of born out of desire and anger. Desire and anger, as we know, they are agitations, and they create impulse, right? Before, and we'll go to that slok, but very nicely Bhagavan said, before the end of this life, मान के चलो कि एक ही है, इसी में निपटना, इसी में कंट्रोल करना. That person is सुखी नरः. काम क्रोध वेगम यह सोढ़ुम स नरः सुखी. जो सोढ़ु में जो who can sustain the impulse of, or overcome the impulse of anger, and bada powerful slok. We'll go over that. And then he says yogi is one who's always happy within, and then always enlightened from within, and of course he is one with Brahman. So that's kind of, we're going to end the chapter, because these two, chapter 4 or 5, I mean, I personally, when I read them as together, because they are extension of 2nd and 3rd chapter. Of course हमारे आचार्य ने उसको डिवाइड कर रखा है, एक को कर्म संन्यास योग किया, और एक को योग ज्ञान कर्म संन्यास योग, और दूसरे को कर्म संन्यास योग. But together they are basically one, karma sannyas, if we merge these two. So they are 4 and 5. I think we read together. So that's right. So we'll summarize that. So we go to 18 slok and then continue. So fifth chapter and 18 slok. विद्या विनय संपन्ने
विद्या विनय संपन्ने
ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि शुनिशैव स्वपाके च
शुनिचैव स्वपाके च
पंडिताः समदर्शिनः.
ऐसे वे ज्ञानी जन विद्या और विनय युक्त ब्राह्मण में तथा गौ, हाथी, कुत्ते और चांडाल में भी समभाव से देखने वाले ही होते हैं.
The wise view equally a Brahman endowed with learning and humility, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and even an outcast.
Yeah, so Bhagavan has given according to that time society, but still this is valid. Basically, what he is giving the entire bandwidth or the span of society. Like there is a cultured person, and there are some people who are not cultured, but for a reason. It's not nobody decide their culture or not. And same time he's talking about elephant. Like of course cow is उस समय भारत के हिसाब से like even now भारत में तो cow is still sacred, right? और गौ माता है. And there is a dog which is, especially India में तो stray dog, right? Dog has no value, and in fact dog is one animal which just barks without reason. That's known for dog, right? वो कुछ भी किसी वजह से झगड़ सकते हैं कुत्ते. I mean they can fight. That's why I said dog fight. Dog can fight for no reason, and dog can bark for no reason. And that's the reason I think he has taken example that cow is very calm and quiet animal, then elephant, and then dog. So he said, but the pandit word Bhagwan ने कई जगह use किया है. If when we started his teaching 11th shlok of 2nd chapter, that's what he says first time, that Nanu Shochanti Pandita. Pandit is not confused by the situation, is not grieved or have fear in the situation. That is Pandit. So here also he's saying. So basically what Bhagwan is saying, Pandita Samdarshina. Samdarshi means the equanimity in seeing things. Now we don't have to just take it in literal sense. We have to put that logic also. Bhagwan is teacher. So there are two things here. One is the practical aspect, and another is the adhyatmik aspect. So adhyatmik aspect, everybody has Atma. That cultured person, Brahman hai ya jo shopa ke hai, usme bhi Atma hai. Elephant also has, cow has, dog, everybody has Atma. So in that sense, yeah, everybody is worth respecting. So it's the same Atma. So Atma level pe, adhyatmik level pe, they are all same. That is Samdarshina. But when it comes to practical level, Jnani knows this is elephant. You just cannot go and hug elephant. You won't do that. Or you cannot go and touch dog's feet. Shwan Maharaj aa gaye. Of course, you will touch feet of a learned person. So that is Jnani. So Jnani, that's why Samdarshina means Jnani knows how to behave, when, what, with whom. That's Jnani. That's what Bhagwan is saying. So at Sharir level, Jnani knows who is who. At Atma level, Jnani knows who is who. Atma level, everybody say. So हम लोग छोटे थे इंडिया में तो it's freedom, democracy, right? You can throw a stone on dog. That was our childhood sometime past time. कुत्तों को पत्थर मार रहे हैं, like that. So और नाना जी or my grandfather used to no, don't do that. वैसे उसमें क्या हो, तो he's like घूम रहा dog. No, they're not supposed to just hit the dog, right? ये मजा आता था, इसलिए खेल अभी भी होता. But he used to say, no, don't do that. Respect the dog. Up now we can understand after all these years कि वो क्यों बोलते होंगे. This is what पंडिता समदर्शिना. उसमें भी जान है, उसकी भी अपनी life है. Of course, you cannot bring him inside the house, but you cannot just go and torture that animal. And that's what Bhagwan is saying. So he is saying this is the quality of Pandit. Pandita Samdarshina. So there's a Sanskrit shlok, Bhav Advaitam Sada Kuryati. So in Bhav means rational when you say. जब आप सोच रहे हैं तब सब कुछ अद्वैत होना चाहिए. So rationally everything Advait means there is no difference between me and dog when Atma comes. Same respect, same Atma means. So no, that time there should be Advaitam. But when Kriya you're doing that, the Vyavahar, then that time Advaitam न कुत्रचित. लेकिन व्यवहार में आप अद्वैत नहीं ला सकते. व्यवहार में dog is dog, human being is human being. You should know that, right? So that's what he's saying. And the example of our Shastra also gives that when you look at ornaments, there is a ring, there is a necklace, there is an earring, or there are like many ornaments made of gold. But you know the difference between gold and the ornament. Gold is gold, ornament is ornament. So you pay the price for gold, not for just the ornament. Because depending on the size of the gold in the ornament, the price is paid, not because the ornament is something. So that we also know that, right? The difference. Similarly, the Pandit should know the difference between. So the gold is Atma. That is the weight. That is the value of anyone, animal, plant, everything. Because the gold is Atma. But yes, then shape and form are different. Then you have to behave differently. You cannot put a necklace on foot or feet, because necklace is created for necklace. That you know, and that is Jnani. So Bhagavan says, bada pyara shlok. So this shlok should be taught to kids at the right age, because then you have the equanimity, right? You know, and then अभी अमेरिका में तो कितनी equanimity की बात करते हैं. In fact, when Mahabharat के time पे, when Bhishma के ऊपर, like when the Arjun was hesitant to shoot the arrows on Bhishma, that time Bhagwan reminds him, again you are making the same mistake. Panditah samdarshina. You are not looking Bhishma as Atma or as your grandfather. You are looking this Bhishma as a warrior who's on the side of Duryodhana. That is samdarshina. You are still seeing him as a Bhishma, with all the respect. But as a warrior, you have to shoot an arrow. Otherwise, it is not going to work. So that is Pandita Samdarshana. So with that, we'll go to next shloka, right? 19th. Ihev terjitah sargo
इहैव तैर्जितः सर्गो
yesham samme sthitam manah
येषां साम्यते स्थितं मनः
nirdosham hi samam brahma
निर्दोषं हि समं ब्रह्म
tasmad brahmani te sthitah.
तस्मा ब्रह्मणि ते स्थितः. इसलिए जिनका मन समत्व भाव में स्थित है, उनके द्वारा इस जीवित अवस्था में ही संपूर्ण संसार जीत लिया गया, क्योंकि सच्चिदानंद घन परमात्मा निर्दोष और सम है, इससे वे सच्चिदानंद घन परमात्मा में ही स्थित हैं. और जीत लिया गया कि में टिप्पणी लिखी है, अर्थात वे जीते हुए ही संसार से मुक्त है. मैंने जीते माने अलाइव, व्हाइल दे आर अलाइव,
जीवन मुक्त,
जीते हुए ही में संसार में जीवित हैं. हाँ,
जीवन मुक्त है.
Even here, birth is overcome by those whose mind rests in evenness. Brahma is indeed spotless and equal, therefore they are established in Brahma.
Yeah. Brahmani sthita.
Okay.
So again, this is the next extension of the previous shlok. समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्याग, नरसिंह मेहता जी का बड़ा प्यारा भजन है. समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी पर स्त्री जने मात रे. So now he is saying कि जो समदृष्टि वाला नरसिंह मेहता के भजन में यही चीज बोल रहे हैं कि सब एक जैसे दिखते हैं उसको. अभी उस समय आज भी सोसाइटी में बन इसी पर स्त्री देने मात रे, बड़ा बड़ा चैलेंजिंग स्टेटमेंट का, मतलब it's a height of ethical behavior, right, or character. समदृष्टि ने प्रश्न त्यागी पर स्त्री जने मात. Every woman is mother to you. अगर ये हो जाए तो समाज में कितनी सारी समस्याओं का समाधान हो जाए. तो नरसिंह मेहता ऐसे लोग बोल सकते हैं, this is the epitome of the character or the ethics. So that's what he is saying. जिसके समदृष्टि का मतलब हो गया, you are, because Brahman, which is Bhagwan, is nirdosh. Sam is nirdosh, right? So when you become samdrashti, नरसिंह मेहता हो जाएंगे, तो आप ब्रह्मन हो ही गए. That's what I was saying, कि आप ब्रह्मणी स्थिता, आप उस ब्रह्म भाव में स्थित हो ही गए. जो विश्लोक भी से ब्रह्मार्पणम ब्रह्म हविर ब्रह्माग्नो ब्रह्मणातम ब्रह्मेव तेन गंतव्यम ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिना. एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्म. सो यहाँ पर भी ही सेइंग कि अगर निर्दोष हो गए तो आप समझ लीजिए ब्रह्म. कितना आसान है. फिर उसमें लिखा है कि इसी जीवन में यू आर मुक्त. You are free in this life. You don't have to do anything. I mean, it's very easy to say. It's very difficult to practice, but that's what we have to practice. And then we can say that person is Pandit. So we'll continue. The next slok is extension of that. Next 2-3 slok are like that. Na prayashate priyam prapya.
प्रियश्येत प्रियं प्राप्य.
No dvijate prapya cha priyam.
न द्विजेत प्राप्य च अप्रियम.
स्थिर बुद्धिर सम्मूढ़ो.
स्थिर बुद्धिर सम्मूढ़ो.
ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मणि स्थितः.
ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मणि स्थितः. और जो पुरुष प्रिय को अर्थात जिसको लोग प्रिय समझते हैं उसको प्राप्त होकर हर्षित नहीं हो, और अप्रिय को अर्थात जिसको लोग अप्रिय समझते हैं उसको प्राप्त होकर उद्वेगवान न हो, ऐसा स्थिर बुद्धि संशय रहित ब्रह्मवेत्ता पुरुष सच्चिदानंद घन परब्रह्म परमात्मा में एक ही भाव से नित्य स्थित है।
With steady intellect established in Brahma, the undeluded knower of Brahma neither rejoices on obtaining what is pleasant nor grieves on obtaining what is unpleasant.
Yeah, so this ये जो श्लोक है ना, when we read स्थित प्रज्ञ दर्शन, which is second chapter 55 to 72 श्लोक, the all the attributes of स्थित प्रज्ञ दर्शन भगवान ने यहाँ थोड़ा summarize करके same thing he brought it here. He's talking about स्थित प्रज्ञ. So वहाँ पर न द्वेष्टि न कांक्षति, that word is used, और स्थिर बुद्धि जो व्यक्ति है वो द्वेष नहीं करता है, और उद्वेग उसमें like elated, प्रिय और अप्रिय में, is not elated or neither depressed, not too happy or not too sad. And that is, so Bhagavan is saying this person who has that samabuddhi, this person is sthit prajna. I think that whole 17 shlok were well described sthit prajna. It's just as a repeat of that. But main thing is that if you are sthit prajna, you want priyam prapya, apriyam prahashet. अगर प्रिय मिल गया तो आप बहुत, you don't beat the drum, और नहीं मिला तो you don't beat the chest. It's like that. कि दोनों ही नहीं करता है, ये स्थित प्रज्ञ, इसकी बुद्धि स्थिर है. Otherwise this is all agitation. So that is Brahman sthiti. So same Bhagavan is describing the Brahman sthiti basically. And the Brahman sthiti means you are stable like that. So we'll go to 21st श्लोक. बाह्य स्पर्शेषु सकात्मा,
बाह्य स्पर्श सकात्मा
विन्द्यत् आत्मनि यत् सुखम,
विन्दत्यात्मनि यत् सुखम,
स ब्रह्म योग युक्तात्मा,
स ब्रह्म योग युक्तात्मा,
सुखम अक्षयम अश्नुते,
सुखम अक्षयम अश्नुते. और बाहर के विषयों में अर्थात सांसारिक भोगों में आसक्ति रहित अंतःकरण वाला पुरुष, अंतःकरण में जो भगवत ध्यान जनित आनंद है उसको प्राप्त होता है, और वह पुरुष सच्चिदानंद घन परब्रह्म परमात्म रूप योग में एक ही भाव से स्थित हुआ अक्षय आनंद को अनुभव करता है.
Unattached to external contacts, one finds the happiness that is in the self. Uniting oneself to Brahma by yoga, one attains eternal bliss.
Yeah. So Bhagavan is repeating the same thing again and again, that somehow now in this it says that last slok he said priya or apriya, pleasant or unpleasant, whatever he gets, he is not disturbed. Here he is saying that he is within himself or herself is happy. That means no outside help is needed. So no dependency on something else to be happy. And that is again meditation. He is saying Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, जो हम लोग करते भी हैं ध्यान. So our focus is all this sadhana जो भी हम करते हैं, maximum number of time I should be engaged in the thought that everything is Brahman. That's the goal while working also. And that Bhagavan says Akshaya Sukham Ashnute. That person anubhav means Ashnute means anubhav karna or attains. Akshaya Sukham. Akshaya means which cannot decay. It's like everlasting Anand. So that's that Sukham or Anand that person is. So they continue the same shloka. All the 3-4 shloka Bhagavan is talking the same thing. Yehi sansparsha, yes, 22nd shloka. Yehi sansparsha bhoga.
Yehi sansparsha bhoga.
Dukkha yonan no yonaya evata.
दुख योनेय एवते.
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय.
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय.
न तेषु रमते बुधः.
न तेषु रमते बुधः. और जो यह इंद्रिय तथा विषयों के संयोग से उत्पन्न होने वाले सब भोग हैं, वे यद्यपि विषयी पुरुषों को सुख रूप से भासते हैं तो भी निसंदेह दुख के ही हेतु हैं और आदि अंत वाले अर्थात अनित्य हैं. इसलिए हे अर्जुन, बुद्धिमान विवेकी पुरुष उनमें नहीं रमता.
For the enjoyments that are born of contacts are only wombs of sorrow. They have a beginning and an end. O Kontaya, the wise one does not rejoice in them.
Yeah. So it's very simple. Was saying कि anything which is born out of something impermanent is going to be impermanent. So if any sukh which are getting with worldly objects which are impermanent, no object can say that this is forever. But मैं नई कार लेके आता हूँ and I'm very happy. But after 10 years car is gone. वो कार की लाइफ है. जैसे छोटे बच्चों का होता है ना, उनको लड्डू दे दो तो they feel very good. And I still remember कि हमारे सबके we all have that experience छोटे बच्चों के साथ में, कि जैसे उसकी कैंडी खत्म होती है, लड्डू खत्म होता है, रोने लगता है. ठीक है, वो खत्म हो गई. तो हम बच्चे पे हंसते हैं कि ये रो रहा है, लेकिन हम भी वही कर रहे हैं. Adults, we are doing the same thing. बच्चे पे हम इसलिए हंसते हैं कि he doesn't get it कि वो लड्डू or whatever candy is over, because the candy was to be for 5 minutes. We know that. But we are doing the same thing. That's what Bhagwan is saying. We are doing the same thing, but we are doing it at higher level. अभी stock market के लिए परेशान हो रहे हैं, या some investment के लिए परेशान हो. It's the same thing. Nothing is permanent. So Bhagwan is saying कि आद्यंत अंतवंतः, जिसका आदि है, जिसका अंत है, उसके में सुख ढूंढोगे तो कभी नहीं मिलेगा. Because आदि means which is born and which is going to die. So Arjun, that sukh उसमें, so now very nice what he has used, न रमते. You still do, कर्मयोगी still do that, but you do that, you become a karta, but not ramate. Ramate means you revel. You don't start enjoying those things because they're impermanent. Because if you start enjoying, that's what addiction is. I still remember कि हमारे grandfather he was my grandfather's friend. उनकी eyesight बहुत कम हो गई थी, दिखता नहीं था उनको. तो ही यूज्ड टू, उस समय बीड़ी पीते थे, हम लोग छोटे थे, उनको देखते थे तो हंसते थे हम लोग कि वो दादाजी को पता नहीं चलता था कि खत्म कब हो गई. तो उनको जब हाथ जलता था तो थी कि अरे यार ये खत्म हो गई, क्योंकि तब तक पता नहीं था, उनको दिखता नहीं था. तो एग्जैक्टली द सेम थिंग कि जब खत्म हो जाता है वो सुख, तो हमें तकलीफ होती है, पर वो सुख टेम्परेरी ही है. वो 10-15 मिनट ही चलने वाली सिगरेट, उससे ज्यादा चलने वाली नहीं है. तो इज एग्जैक्टली द सेम भगवान सेइंग. But now we'll go to the next slok, which is today's topic, which is very powerful. It's a message in that slok for all the spiritual seekers. जो भी आध्यात्मिक यात्रा करना चाहते हैं उनके लिए बहुत बढ़िया मैसेज है 43rd श्लोक. It's a wonderful message. शक्नोति है वह यह सोढुम,
शक्नोति हैव यः सोढुम्
प्राक् शरीर विमोक्षणात्,
प्राक् शरीर विमोक्षणात्,
काम क्रोधोद्भवं वेगम,
काम क्रोधोद्भवं वेगम,
स युक्तः स सुखी नरः.
स युक्तः स सुखी नरः. जो मनुष्य शरीर के नाश होने से पहले ही काम और क्रोध से उत्पन्न हुए वेग को सहन करने में समर्थ है, अर्थात काम क्रोध को जिसने सदा के लिए जीत लिया है, वह मनुष्य इस लोक में योगी है और वही सुखी है.
He who is able to withstand, even here, before liberation from the body, the force arising from desire and anger, he is a yogi, he is a happy man.
So if we remember that 3rd chapter mein, on Arjuna asked Bhagwan, and this shlok it's a repetition of that. Bhagwan is reminding again, and he asked ki because of what, in spite of knowing, what drives a human being to commit this like the काम and क्रोध, to surrender to these. And Bhagwan says in the 36 श्लोक, I think, कि रजो गुणो समुद्भव, काम एष क्रोध एष रजो गुण समुद्भव. Arjun, the problem is rajogun, and rajogun की वजह से this काम क्रोध आते थे. He explained in detail in 3rd chapter, but here is bringing the same thing. But he is giving a very nice message here, that if you are not able to sustain that, because काम and क्रोध are impulse, and we all know that it's impulse. I mean, I know that I don't have to do that, I do that. That is called impulse. If you read psychology, साइकोलॉजी में ऐसा बताते भी है कि that this impulse, जो the emotions हैं अनकंट्रोलेबल, बिकॉज वो चीतू भाई का सब्जेक्ट है कि वो डोपामिन ज्यादा हो जाएगा या सेरोटोनिन ज्यादा, वो जो भी कम ज्यादा होता है, जो ऑल द केमिकल्स थिंग that makes you do things. It is all, nobody is forcing you. It is all the, my own brain. The chemistry is changing because of my own nature, rajogun. If जैसे वो, there is a like a kind of a little humorous thing that military में, when the soldiers are there, typically they are mostly men. You don't see women in military, right? So they start the way they enjoy, right? Party. There was a parrot. He was flying, and parrot was able to even speak little human language. So he said, "Oh, ek achhi sundar ladki," and parrot just flew and went this side. And then everybody said, "Yeah, looks like there is a girl there." Right? Everybody ran there, and they saw the parrot sitting next to a female parrot. देखो उसको तो वही लड़की दिख रही थी, ये जगह अरे यार हम मिले इसके लिए यहाँ आ गए. So that is, we are driven by that. Who does that is Rajogun. So same thing Bhagwan is saying कि if sodhum means सहना, perseverance, इसको तितिक्षा भी बोलते हैं. So Bhagwan says कि before प्राक शरीर, ये देह जाने के पहले अर्जुन, अगर if you are not able to develop that strength to sustain the impulse of काम and क्रोध, then this जीवन is a wasted. You will become again. It's, and वही जो हमारे आदि शंकराचार्य जी बोलते हैं, पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम ही संसारे बहुदुस्तारे कृपया पारे पाहि मुरारे. आते रहोगे वापस. तो भगवान is saying, and then these two are the culprit. काम is the culprit. काम से क्रोध है. काम is a desire. If desire is fulfilled, and it is true in all shastra, if desire is fulfilled, unless you are a Sant Mahatma or unless you are on a spiritual path, if desire is fulfilled, it is going to convert into greed. Absolutely greed. वो दूसरी आ जाएगी, तीसरी आ जाएगी. And when the desires accumulate, it becomes greed. More. So need becomes greed. And if need is not fulfilled, it becomes anger or क्रोध. Fulfill हो गई तो greed बन जाएगी, fulfill नहीं हुई तो क्रोध आ जाएगा. Because my desire is not fulfilled, I am not happy. So Bhagavan is saying that is samaj. That is what he says ki before prak sharir vimokshanat, before this body is false means this body, like whatever life is there, it is over. If you're not able to control, jo kar leta hai, sa sukhi nara, that person is sukhi. Sa yuktah, that person is a yogi. Yukta means yogi, and that person is sukhi. Yogi hoga to anand ho hi jayega, but he is just repeating, maybe to complete the shlok he has to repeat different words. That's a poetic way. But what he's saying, if you are able to control the impulse of काम and क्रोध, you are a yogi, and we all know that, right? it is one of the most difficult thing. वो एक आदमी एक बार वो ड्रिंक करता था, तो किसी फ्रेंड ने पूछा, यार बहुत, I mean, ये 5-6 गिलास पी जाते हो पार्टी वार्टी में. कहता नो, मैं तो I just drink only one. He said no, I only drink one. कि यार हम बताएंगे तुम्हें. तो अगली बार जब पार्टी हो रही थी तो किसी ने उसका वीडियो ले लेते हैं, इसका बताएंगे इसको. उसने एक ग्लास पिया, फिर दूसरा, तीसरा, चौथा, पांचवा ने वीडियो ले लिया. फिर उसको दिखाते हैं, अब देखो तुम. बोले मैं एक ही पीता हूँ. बोला वीडियो दिखाते हैं. दिखाओ वीडियो. दिखाया उसने कहा मैंने तो एक ही पिया था, बाकी 4 पहले वाले गिलास ने पिए, मैं तो एक ही पीता हूँ. क्योंकि दैट इज ट्रू, दैट इज काम. कि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि एक ही चीज काम है. एक काम जो है सबको इनवाइट करता है. बट वी थिंक मैंने तो एक ही बार इच्छा करी थी यार. आपने एक बार इच्छा करी थी, लेकिन वो इच्छा ने बाकी इच्छाएं कर ली. तो इसके लिए इट इज लाइक दैट. सो इट्स, एंड पूरा 3rd चैप्टर भगवान ने समझाया भी था. So Bhagwan is reminding Arjun, not Arjun, I think all of us, Shaknoti, is you are able to, if you are able to sustain that impulse of calm and krodh, you're done. You are sayukta sasukhi nara. You are yogi, and you are. फिर आगे 23rd श्लोक में he'll describe what happens when you are like that, right? So we'll read 23rd also. Yes. 23rd, 24th actually. यो अंतः सुखो अंतरामहम्
योऽन्तः सुखो अंतरात्मा
तथा अंतर्ज्योति एव यः
तथा अंतर्ज्योतिः एव यः
स योगी ब्रह्म निर्वाणम
स योगी ब्रह्म निर्वाणम
भूतो ब्रह्मभूतो अधिगच्छति।
ब्रह्मभूतो अधिगच्छति। जो पुरुष निश्चय करके अंतरात्मा में ही सुख वाला है और आत्मा में ही आराम वाला है तथा जो आत्मा में ही ज्ञान वाला है, ऐसा वह सच्चिदानंद घन परब्रह्म परमात्मा के साथ एक ही भाव हुआ सांख्य योगी शांत ब्रह्म को प्राप्त होता है।
He who is happy within, who rejoices within, who is illumined within, that yogi alone, becoming Brahman, gains the bliss of Brahma.
Right. So ये same अगर if we go to स्थित प्रज्ञ, अर्जुन ने पूछा था कि स्थित प्रज्ञ से का भाषा, भगवान से प्रजहाति यदा कामान सर्वान पार्थ मनोगतान आत्मनि आत्मना तुष्ट स्थित प्रज्ञ से उच्यते. Exactly the same thing he said there, but here भगवान ने थोड़ा उसको break कर दिया. So he is happy within. Again we talked about the moment I'm dependent on outside help to be happy, then I am dependent. The freedom is gone. Somebody else has taken the charge of my happiness. But this person is happy within, rejoices within. उसको आनंद करना है तो अपने अंदर ही कर लेता है. भजन गाता है और तो उसको आनंद होने लगता है. It's like that. और ध्यान करता है उसको आनंद होने लगता है. Illumined within, and that is true. हमारे शास्त्र कहते हैं कि there is no outside light needed. वो सब कुंडलिनी वगैरह जो समझाते हैं वो लोग कुछ कुछ बताते हैं, लेकिन there is no outside help needed. आप वो ज्योति आपके अंदर ही है. ज्योति मीन्स द कॉन्शियसनेस. इफ वी थिंक, जो भगवान इसमें बोल रहे हैं कि ज्योति है, ज्योतिरेव. द ज्योति मीन्स दैट लाइट, दैट इज कॉन्शियसनेस, नथिंग एल्स. दैट अवेयरनेस, दैट्स द ज्योति इज विद इन. सो ऑल हिज, भगवान सही कि ये सुखी भी अंदर से है, उसको आनंद भी अंदर से आ रहा है, ज्योति भी उसी के अंदर है. स योगी ब्रह्म निर्वाणम ब्रह्मभूतो अधिगच्छति. ब्रह्मभूतो मीन्स ही और शी बिकम्स ब्रह्मन. अगर आपके पास ये तीन चीजें हैं कि आपको यू डोंट नीड आउटसाइड हेल्प, यू आर एबल टू एंजॉय फ्रॉम विद इन, एंड यू हैव दैट एनलाइटनमेंट फ्रॉम विद इन. यू डोंट नीड आउटसाइड. आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स यू नीड सपोर्ट, एजुकेशन, बट once you get it, then you don't need outside help to be enlightened. You are enlightened from within, and that is called, that yogi is brahmabhut. Brahmabhut means it's complete and fulfilled. I am full. Brahman means full. Brahman means complete. So I'm complete because I don't need any outside help. And that's what one says, Brahma Bhuto Adhigacchati. And that is the goal of, and that is yogi. And that's what this whole chapter is about. We'll conclude next time. The next 2-3 shlokas are just conclusion. We can do that next time. But today's question is also very much related to this, that inadequacy means incompleteness. So Brahman is adequate, complete. So this person realizes that I don't lack anything. I am fulfilled. And that is Brahmabhut Adhigacchati. बड़ा प्यारा शब्द है Brahmabhut Adhigacchati. This person becomes Brahmabhut, means it becomes Brahman, means completely fulfilled. So we'll stop here. Take the question is also related to this. But again, Bhagavan is saying that we should be able to control काम and क्रोध. Basically, काम is the सारा खेल उसी का है, क्रोध तो इसके पीछे आता है. But if you are able to do that, Sayuktah Sasukhi Nara. That person is a yogi, that person is Sukhi. So we'll stop here, and next week we'll read a couple of shlokas, and this chapter is almost done. He start going to talk about the practices, meditation, which is 6th chapter. So, and what meditation we do from the 6th chapter. So we'll take next time, but I will take the question, and it's a very interesting question actually. 3-4 लोगों ने पूछा है, and then पहले भी मेरे को किसी ने पूछा था.